road trip. Let's go from Germany to the south of France in the NIO ET7. Yes, baby. I will give the camera to my friend who drives the NIO ET7, one of my co-founders from one of the startups I'm involved with, and we're gonna swap cars because I want to experience the all-new NIO ET7 on a long road trip to the south of France. And you can actually swap batteries in this car. So let's see if I find one of these stations on the road to France. I'm not quite sure. I'm not that familiar with this car, so we will figure all of this stuff out together. I think the car is gorgeous. What do you say?
Yeah, beautiful.
Maybe the sensors on top, little weird. Not sure. You like them?
I think it's okay. I mean, it's part of the design, and it's something else, you know, you can't find with German OEMs, for example.
It looks techy, but also in a weird way.
Right, yeah.
All right, let's check out the interior. Woo, baby! Now that's a good looking car. I really like the interior. It's more high class than my Tesla, and I mean, I really love my Tesla interior as well. But this looks and feels a little bit different. Would you say the same?
Yeah, I mean, it's not a Tesla, it's something else, and I think it's much more comfortable than a Tesla.
It has massage seats, right?
Yeah, in the back and in the front.
Yeah. And that's Naomi, the assistant here. Hey, Naomi. She doesn't want to talk to me. Hi, Naomi.
Hallo.
Just want to say hi. Bye-bye.
Würdest du das anders formulieren?
Stop, Naomi. Okay, so I told her to stop. Let's see if I will get along with her, if she will be helpful or kind of nerve-wracking. I hear stories that she kind of talks a lot.
True. Validated.
Okay, so the range of this car right now is only 110 kilometers. Thank you for not charging the car.
Yeah, no worries.
I charged my battery for you. You didn't do the same for me.
Yeah, I mean, you should experience not having a supercharger network, right?
All right, let's experience all of that and go on this long road trip to the south of France. Ah, my car is also sexy. Damn, look at the wheels when you spin. Okay, now a little bit more quiet and calm. I was busy, hectic day, but very good day. 2 meetings for my startup to have with the colleague you heard before and other people, of course. But now I am still in the area of Stuttgart, and it's a long drive to south of France, and I have a shooting with another partner tomorrow further down south of Germany, so I will go there now. Obviously my challenge is battery's pretty empty, so I gotta take care of that, and then let's see how it's gonna be in the south of France with the charging infrastructure and everything else. Check this out. Sexy. Noisy. Yeah, baby. Whoa. Even as a Tesla driver, I must say, the ambient light, sexy. Ooh. Only 21 kilometers left of range, and I still have 16 to go. Okay, consumption is a little bit higher than expected. Gotta go slow. Wow, only 4 kilometers in the battery, and I still have to go 4 kilometers. This is close. Too close for my liking. Yeah. Hey. Here we go. Merci. Oh. Okay, that was close. I started driving with 63 kilometers, and it was a 40 kilometer route, so I thought it was good, but turns out when you don't pay attention, the car takes a little bit too much energy, I guess. So I gotta monitor that and get to know this car better. Now at the charging station, we are charging with 125 kilowatts, which is not amazing, but not horrible either. It's okay, I would say. Battery swap would be faster, but there's no battery swap station here, so let's see how that goes. Gotta learn more about that too. I wanted to reset statistics, but it asks me for a pin, and I don't know what it is, so I gotta ask my friend. But yeah, gonna try to monitor the consumption and get to know this car on this long road trip. Oh no, come on, what is this? I'm on the phone, booking a hotel, talking to the hotel people, and what do my eyes see? Ladung gestoppt. That's German, and it says charging stopped at 22%. I don't know why. Maybe it's the car, maybe it's the station, charging station. What do I know? Now I have to unplug it, start it back up, and hope that it works. I really hope that charging problems won't be a thing on this road trip. I guess that would be bad. Don't want to have charging problems in the south of France. Alright, it's charging again. Ugh, amen.
Lang laden?
Ich muss nicht mehr lange laden, warum?
Ja, okay. Wie kann ich mit hier?
Geht nicht?
Ja.
Haben Sie eine Ladekarte oder eine App? Okay, so the driver next to me, friendly old man from the Netherlands, had a problem charging. He thought that I was occupied. So there's two charging, there's one station with two cables, and he thought that I'm occupying the one that he needs, but they're identical. They're both CCS, but he had a problem plugging his one in, so he thought that I'm using the one that he needs. So he asked me how long I will still stay here, and then I explained to him that he can just use the cable next to me, and he was like, no, but it doesn't fit. I was like, I'm pretty sure it does. So I helped him and put it in, and now he's charging and it's fine. Reason why I'm telling you this is, yeah, I really like electric cars, enjoy driving them, and at the same time I gotta be realistic and honest and talk about the things that don't work as well. For instance, you see this is charging a gas station, and this gas station, I'm sure that in the last 10 years nobody ever had a problem filling up his tank ever. You just take it, hold on to it, fluid goes into your tank, you're done, you pay, grab something to drink, off you go, done. Here, now in the last 30 minutes, I was charging and it stopped randomly. Now this gentleman came and had a problem plugging in. So there were two problems in 30 minutes that probably didn't happen there for 30 years and won't happen in the next 30 years. And I think it's important as electric car drivers that we acknowledge that it's not, the charging experience is not as smooth as pumping gas, and we need to take steps to make it better. There shouldn't be like random charging stops. And this gentleman should have been probably educated better by whoever sold the car to him, or maybe he borrowed it from his kids or from a car rental company to check out electric cars, and he was confused with the different types of adapters. So maybe he wasn't aware that there's CCS, there's Type 2, there's CHAdeMO, and we as a community could have done a better job of explaining it to him so he's not confused here. And if I wasn't here, it's probably going to be really bad for him, because then he's like there and he thinks he cannot plug in. But obviously it did work, and I mean it took me 1 second, but I mean that's no help for him if he's here alone and it's dark and nobody can help him, right? So we gotta be aware of issues and always be honest about it and confront them and try to make things better, and not just be like, oh, electric car, everything is perfect and it's the best ever. It's great. Many things are amazing, and other things still, like charging, is not on the same level as pumping gas. I think that is the truth, and I think it's good to talk about the truth. Done charging. let's activate Autopilot. Let's see how good this works in the NIO ET7. It's late and there's nobody at the reception, so I have to use this check-in machine, but everything works out and I can rest here at this hotel. Okay, here we go. I slept here, had breakfast. The car slept outside and didn't have breakfast, so the battery's pretty empty, but that's fine because it's not that much space. My Model Y, there's way more trunk space, but I will figure this one out. Easy, didn't pack strategically, but we are shooting videos for a partner of my startup, and charging the car might be cool for the video as well, so it's actually good that the battery's not so full. All right, let me figure this one out. It's not raining, that's most important, but I wish it was more sunny like yesterday. Here are some behind the scenes shots from our day of shooting. Super friendly crew, and they actually work for a bank, and I think it's always very cool when traditional businesses also do social media stuff. And we also recorded a podcast and we got along really well, and it was a very successful day of shooting. Wow, that was a good day. Very productive. Really cool guys, everybody. We shot so many videos, had good discussions about the partnership and the things that we're doing together. Very nice modern building. Also, we record a podcast in the end as well about finance and about electric cars. And now off to Freiburg I go, maybe the city that's most south in Germany, meeting a friend, Fabi, to have dinner, and then let's see if I can make it to France. Not to France, but continue. Actually, yes, we're very close to France. If I go to France today, if I continue driving, or if somebody puts alcohol in my glass and I don't drive. Let's see. Let's see how that goes. Will I find a charging station here? That is the question. Ha! Yes! Exactly, for those scenarios, I always carry a physical charging card with me as well, because I didn't have any reception, I couldn't start it. And now that I'm eating, it makes a lot of sense to charge the car, because I have only 50 kilometers of range. I had a good dinner with my friend Fabi, who actually does content about taxes, so he's very knowledgeable about taxes, and he also said that he liked the interior of the NIO, but now back on road. I charged the car to around 200 kilometers, which is just great when you are staying somewhere anyways and the car can charge super good. At the same time, this big parking garage only had 2 charging spots, so I got lucky that there was one open, but maybe the next person didn't have the possibility to charge. So ideally, obviously, in that big of a garage, there should be more than 2 chargers. Now my idea is to drive a little bit in the night, because I still have good energy. It's 10:30, and I calculated that it's about a 10-hour drive from here to the south of France, because 8 hours of driving approximately and 2 hours of charging approximately. So I can do it tomorrow, 10 hours of driving in one day, no sweat, I like it. But I should show up there to have dinner with the production team of the TV show we're shooting for there. And if I miss it, it's not the end of the world, but I would like to be there with the colleagues. So if I can take off an hour or 2 or 3 tonight, then tomorrow is very, very manageable. So I'm trying to get this done now, and I don't mind driving now for a few hours. I would like to go to France today. That'd be, if I can spend the night in France, I think it's a very successful day. It's been a very great day anyways, but that would really be the icing on the cake. Région Grand Est, la France! Oh yeah. Yes. Know me. They know me.
Hey,
Oh no, it's starting to get expensive. French autobahns, they always charge a lot of money. How much? 3 euros. Here we go. Beep, 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 beep. This will be now very important that this car has good range because I'm in a rush. Had to do some emails in the hotel and I have a call at 11 and now it's 10 past 10. And I made a good plan. There's a charging station 40 minutes away from here. So now I have 50 minutes to drive 40 minutes, plug in and charge the car while I have a video call with an important potential client. So that would be very good if the car gets to 100% while I have to call. And then I really want to have dinner with my people in south of France, so I need to get there fast. I hope that the car has good range. Let's see if the car delivers a good performance today on the Autobahn in France. Weather's nice, I'm in a good mood, let's go. I must tell you, this is not easy for a German. It's not easy. I'm in a rush a little bit. And look, the street is perfect. 3 lanes, not much traffic, but the speed limit is 110. 110. In Germany, on this street, you could probably go whatever speed you want, and I would choose to go faster. Now it's 110, and they oftentimes do check the speed limit here, so I cannot, go 120, 130 randomly. This would probably cost me a good amount of money. Okay, I will make the call in this parking lot. Pretty random space, not ideal because I cannot charge, but good cell phone reception. And timing-wise, it is what it is. Unfortunately, I got my car a little dirty driving here. Too bad, but most importantly, need to make the call and then continue driving. But always sucks when you cannot charge the car when you stand and you're in a little rush anyways. But let's jump in the call. This is perfect to test how good the autopilot of the NIO ET7 really is. Because on the German Autobahn, it was going straight all the time basically. And here it's only 2 lanes, some traffic, so I have to do many lane changes like right now. So I put the blinker in, go to new lane, blinker off, and the car takes over again in a new lane. And as you saw, the car slowed down really nicely. A lot of distance between me and the other cars, very good for safety. And it wasn't like abrupt that the car got slower. It saw that there's traffic, slowed down many 100 meters before. Perfect. Now we go a little bit right and should speed up a little bit. One mistake already, the car says that I can only go 90, which is not true. There's no speed there. Speed limit is 130 here, so it's not giving me an accurate reading, which is surprising because in Germany it did a really good job of giving me accurate readings of the signs. Here now the car is a little bit maybe on the right side in my lane, which I didn't like because I'm overtaking a car which was on the right side, so I would have liked to be more in the middle of the lane or even more towards the left lane markings. Let's see how good the car is when we go faster, 130-ish, and have to take over other cars while making turns. That's the most challenging, and this is probably going to happen all the time here because it's not like the German Autobahn 3 lanes all straight where I was driving before. Overtake, go faster. Good. Ooh, there's a construction site coming. That's always interesting to see how the car handles yellow lane markings. Okay, so I gotta slow down to 110. Done. And the car did not show 110. It stays at 90, which now is correct, but wasn't correct before. And also, okay, pretty easy this construction site to handle because my lane stays the same. And I stay in my lane, stay in your lane. The car still shows me that the speed limit is 90, which is correct here in the construction site, but there's the sign that we can go 130, and yes, it got it. Okay, 130 now is the speed limit, which is correct. I'm not sure if you're able to see this. trying to show you that the car is not always perfectly in the middle of the lane. Sometimes goes from the left side of the lane a little bit to the right side. Not catastrophic. No catastrophe? Okay, no, damn. But it is noticeable, especially compared to my Tesla Model Y, which does a better job of staying right in the lane, in the middle of the lane. This car is also perfect for staying in the lane, but it's going a little bit left to right sometimes. For instance, now I was a little bit to the right side, which is bad when I try to overtake a truck. So more space would be ideal for extra safety. Was not unsafe, but even now when we go here left, it is noticeable that the car is not perfectly in the middle of my lane. And it's still a really good job so far and better than most other systems on the market. But just compared to Tesla's ability to stay in the middle of the lane, it is not as good. But again, it's not bad, just saying it's not as good. Steering wheel, maybe you see it oftentimes, even though we're going very straight now, it's like sometimes teak a little bit, or now it just has to correct itself, sometimes just ever so slightly. Yeah, too far right, that was too far right. Now it's braking for the truck, which is good. Okay, now it takes over again, the steering has to orient itself again in the lane. Good job, but not perfect. Not 100% human good driving perfect. Oh, first phantom brake-like situation. Not really phantom brake. What happened was I was overtaking someone, so I was in the left lane, and then right when the car in the right lane is exactly next to me, the NIO brakes, starts braking. Only for like a second, then it stops braking because the car thought that the car on the right side was coming over to my lane. So I read in the display something like, oh, watch out, car might be coming into your lane. But the car on the right side didn't do anything, it was just going straight in its lane. So it was a mistake, it was wrong judgment by the car. Nothing dangerous, nothing crazy, but it's kind of annoying when the car brakes for no reason, even if it's just for a second or so. So yeah, it was the first time that happened. Let's continue monitoring everything. And now that I'm going on to the other Autobahn, the car is doing it, yes, but this is not that good. It really has a hard time staying in the lane. It's staying in the lane, yes, but this is not comfortable. Okay, after 2 hours in France, I say 20 euros. 17 euros and 30 cents. Here we are, very good. Need to charge, I only have 45 left. Connected. Food was delicious, and we also talked a lot about Autopilot already before lunch break and now charging. So we are 96% after an hour of charging. To be honest, the car doesn't charge that quick. Sure, the battery swap thing, that's great, but there's no swapping stations around here, so I will have to charge the car, and 130 kilowatts is the peak charging speed, but I don't know why I never see it. I only get it up to like around 105 kilowatts. And that just means it takes a little bit too long for my liking. A car that's this beautiful and costs 80,000 euros. So we gotta monitor that. But the good thing is the car is almost full and I still have 450 kilometers to go. And I think the car will show around 500 kilometers of range when I start driving again. And I want to see what happens when I drive only 100 kilometers an hour. Will I be able to get the range that the car displays me in real life? When I go not too fast, can I get to my final destination, which is 450 kilometers away, without charging again? That's my experiment for the next leg of this trip. Let's see what happens. I charged to 97% and the car shows me 493 kilometers of range. Ah, traffic jam. No, get out of here. No. The traffic jam, fortunately enough, was only 10 minutes. And now I have less than 400 kilometers here in the battery. And I still have 3 hours and 30 minutes to drive and 359 kilometers. I mean, there's not much wiggle room there. This will be very, very, very close. Maybe I have to even reduce the speed. Let's see. Maybe I have to charge again. Let's see. How much is it this time? 15 euros, I say? 13. Lyon. Traffic jam. Yo, this is crazy. Woo. I have 337 kilometers in my battery. I wonder how many batteries this Tesla has. Nice to see an electric car because they are very rare here in France compared to Germany. That was a very good spontaneous test of the Autopilot's ability to recognize standing cars, and it did great and stopped. Very good. Wow, what a great day for a road trip. Damn, that's beautiful. The end of a traffic jam, and the NIO starts braking early. Is very good, feels good, feels safe. Good job. But another traffic jam there. "54 minutes and 98 kilometers to go. 97, very good." Kind of goes on my nerves. It switches all the time. Why don't they put everything next to each other so I can look at it whenever I want, at whatever I want? And 145 kilometers left, so I have plenty of range. So I'm going a little bit faster now. 120 is the Autopilot set to. They're making money here, damn. Okay, now I think they're gonna charge me 33 euros. That was a long time on the road. 26. Where is the hotel? Where is this navigation system leading me? Where the hell is this road taking me? And my battery is almost dead. Less than 11 kilometers. Oh man. I wanna arrive now. What is this? Yes! Yes! So I made it to my final destination with 2% left, and this shows the power of having a charging station at your final destination, because then you can basically arrive empty and it's fine. So I did get 450 kilometers on one charge with the NIO. Yes, I did have to go a little bit slower than normal highway speeds, but it's good to see that it is possible, and the Autopilot does help you. It is not as perfect as I wish it was, but it's good enough to really make a difference. And the biggest thing that I wish will improve is the charging speeds. I think a modern, very beautiful electric car like the NIO should charge a little bit faster. Of course, the battery swap, that's a great thing for the future, but there's not that many swapping stations in Europe yet. But I guess the best thing about the NIO is just the interior. It's so nice to sit there, to drive, to have the massage seats, to have Naomi talking to you, to have the ambient light. It's just a very gorgeous car, and I really enjoyed this road trip experience, 1,000 kilometers to the south of France. I hope you liked it too. Subscribe for more if you want, and see you in the next video. Bye.